Hello everyone, Neve here, and this is the Venus in Libra reading. All right, so I pulled out 3 cards from the Star Codes Astro Oracle, the Venus card, the Libra card, and the 4th house card, and that is because Venus is in my 4th house. So this is a personal card for me. So Venus is in my 4th house, so there we go. And I also pulled out 2 cards from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. The first one is the Venus in Libra card, and the keyword for that is indecision. And the second is the current moon phase card. So, oh, and in fact, I grabbed the sun card. Hold on, let me grab the moon card. I just realized that I grabbed the sun one. Okay, here it is. So it wasn't the harmony card, it was the companionship card. So moon in Libra, and that is the current moon phase as I film this. So, yeah. So, Venus in Libra. Venus is, I usually go through and quickly read some of the Star Codes Astro Oracle. So I guess I could read the blurb on, oh, here's the Libra page. The blurb for Venus, so here it is. Yeah, it symbolizes your heart, romance, and the creative process. It's what attracts you, what you value, and how you value yourself. And so Libra, I'm actually a sun in Libra. My birthday is October 1st, and my Mercury is also in Libra. So I feel very connected to Libra. My Venus, however, is in Scorpio. And in fact, the next video, it will be Venus in Scorpio. And it's actually going to be my last of the Venus in Transit videos. I'm not going to have one for December. Yeah, so I intended to do it all year, and I've been pretty good with that. There have been times that I've just not really wanted to do it. And I'm glad I switched to this format for my reading, where I pull out these astrological cards as basically spread positions, because I was using pre-created spreads, and they were okay, but I was kind of losing my my zest for them. So I am happy I switched to this format, but I started this with Venus in Sagittarius, so basically I'm doing the whole zodiacal wheel. So Scorpio would be my last one, because after that would be Sagittarius again. And so yeah, I've decided that my next video will be the last of the Venus in Transit videos. So anyway, Libra. I am very connected to Libra. Again, I said my Venus is in Scorpio, so that's another reason why it's a good thing to end then, because that's when my that's my Venus return. But Libra asks us to strengthen all relationships with an infusion of justice, equality, or equity, equality, communication, fairness, and romance. Yeah, I mean, I think that's about right. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, let's see. So the deck that I picked out for Venus in Libra is my Crystal Visions tarot. Yeah, I wanted to pick a deck that kind of gave me that romance vibe, and I could have picked my Sailor Moon tarot, the Moon Crystal tarot, but I'm pretty sure I already used that for one of the Libra signs. I don't think I used Crystal Visions yet, but this deck feels very Libra to me. So yeah, it does. It is, and maybe I picked that like when I did I'm pretty sure I did one of those tarot tags where it's like connecting a zodiac sign with a tarot deck. I think I did that. And if I did, I probably picked the Crystal Visions for Libra. Yeah. So I'm happy to use this. Sorry about the dog going in and out of our room here. That's what that noise is. She's going through the dog door. I'm also going to light my Venus candle here. Let me find the lighter. Here it is. All right, so the Venus candle. I'm not going to light incense right now, mostly because, like, honestly, I'm not feeling too well. Like, I'm not exactly sick, but, like, Yeah, it started yesterday. Like the morning was fine for the most part. I was just tired, mostly because I didn't sleep well. But right after lunch, I just got this massive headache, and and my stomach was really hurting a lot. And so I ended up spending half the day on the couch, you know. And today started off pretty good. I'm just adjusting the camera here. Sorry. Today started off pretty fine. I felt a lot better. But right after lunch, which I'm about an hour after lunch now. Right after lunch, I just I got hit with like a massive headache. So I'm not having the stomach issues today, but I just have a really bad headache. So like when I finish this reading, I think I'm going to go on the couch and just study some Japanese or something. And yeah, so it is what it is, but hopefully I feel better. All right, so I'm going to take a few moments and take a few deep breaths and shuffle these cards and just sort of think about Venus in Libra. Oh, and one thing I can try to do, I just shuffled these cards everywhere. I can also grab the book for the Oracle of the Radiant Sun and see what it says specifically for Venus and Libra. Let me do that real quick. All right, here we are, Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and I just found the page. Venus and Libra, indecision. Venus is love, of course. Libra is sense of justice and beauty. Let's see. So for the personal, in Libra, Venus is at home, of course, because Libra is ruled by Venus, as this is the sign that rules in company with Taurus. Whereas Taurus is concerned with the pleasure of material possessions. For Libra, people are of utmost importance. All Librans work hard to keeping their relationships harmonious and balanced. Sociable and popular, they do most things best in teamwork and partnerships. I would say for me, it's more partnerships than it is teamwork. Environment is important to people with this personality type too. Yeah, so my Venus is not in Libra. My Venus is in Scorpio. But yeah, I'm more looking at this like the energies of Venus in Libra, which are the energies right now. So a love of harmony taken to extreme, however, can lead to a constant attitude of giving in to achieve peace. And given too many alternatives in matters of relationships, the Venus Libran will waffle interminably before making a decision. Fortunately, people with this combination usually make a very happy marriage. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm skipping some of this because it's more talking about people who have Libra in Venus, and which is not the point of this particular reading. So if this card is drawn, it suggests that the questioner has come to a stage at which a decision is imperative. There has been much dithering back and forth over an important matter, and now the time has come to be firm and take the consequences. Events, a large social gathering, a wedding, a difficult decision to make, a business partnership in the arts, an artist lover. Yeah, okay, so I mean, I think that gives the general idea of the Venus in Libra energy. So I'm going to take a few deep breaths now. All right. So this reading is intended for me. It's something I'm sharing with the public, though. So if anything in this resonates for you, fantastic. It's somewhat a community read, but it is designed for me, and that's why I have the fourth house card here. So because of that, some of the cards I pull might become a little too personal for me to share. That happens. But yeah, so With the first card, the Venus card, the keyword here is beloved. And I think what this represents for me is where in my life is Venus showing up right now, or where can I recognize Venus's influences, the influences of love and passion and creativity? Where can I recognize in my life right now Venus's energy? All right. We've got the Empress. Ooh, that's a creativity card for sure. Let me pull this up real quick. So the Empress, nice. It's certainly a card of creativity, of abundance, yes, but like manifesting isn't the right word, but it's like it's kind of bringing things into bringing life into something. And of course, it's shown very literally with a pregnant woman, but it's kind of bringing life to concepts, bringing life to ideas that have been kind of festering in my mind. And that's kind of where I'm going with that. So it's kind of a fruition of desires, and that's kind of where Venus is showing up for me right now. So that for me was pretty straightforward. Now Libra, how can I strike a balance? How can I bring a balance to my life? All right, I have the Eight of Cups. I would say walking away from things that are not serving me right now, and I mean that's hello. That's basically the crux of the Eight of Cups. For me, the Eight of Cups is kind of walking away from something that felt like a good thing, felt like something that I wanted to be a part of, that I wanted to incorporate in my life, but maybe it's too much, or maybe it's not serving me the way that I thought. And it's kind of a painful walking away, because it's hard to walk away from things like that. It's hard to walk away from something that you wanted, that you wanted to have part of things. So like Venus is showing up in my desire to bring ideas into fruition, in my desire to make things happen, to bring an abundance to things. But maybe some of those things are just things I need to be left behind. We need to find a balance. I need to make sure I'm not putting too much on my plate. And I think that's very relevant to me right now. Like right now, I'm really trying to focus on studying for the JLPT, the Japanese language proficiency test, which is December 1st. And I'm real nervous about that, and I'm really focusing the next 3 months on studying. And because of that, I need to put other projects to the side. And that definitely makes sense too, because one of the things I was doing on the couch yesterday when I wasn't feeling too well, and I'm starting to feel like that now too, is I had already done my studying and stuff, but I was like, I really want to start this next set of socks. Yes, because I knit socks, and I just finished knitting a pair like not even a month ago. I finished knitting a pair of socks about a month ago, and I bought more yarn, and my intention was to hold off on using that yarn and starting the next sock project until after the JLPT. And yesterday I went in and I cast on all the stitches for another pair of socks. And I mean, I can frog the cast on, get rid of what I have right now. But there's a part of me that wants to focus on that. But I really need to try to remember that, like, my focus needs to be a bit more narrowed right now. And adding more things to my plate isn't necessarily the way to go. So of course that's a very light reading of this. We could look into darker elements of more painful, bigger concept things to walk away from, of course, but I don't know, that's where my mind went to right now. So I'm going to take it and I'll go with the lighter reading of that. So fourth house, home. Where is let me try to come up with this sentence here. I think I might go with how can Venus and Libra, um, how can I embrace that energy in my home life right now? So how can I embrace Venus and Libra in my 4th house right now? In my home. So, ooh, the Tower. I knew I was going to get a difficult card. I don't know why. I was like, I feel like I'm going to get like the Tower or something. And lo and behold, I pulled the Tower. So like the Tower card, it isn't necessarily a horrible thing. But I actually think this is quite fitting because we are doing a lot of home renovations right now, and it kind of feels like our home is sort of in disarray. It's getting better though. It really is. And I am feeling a bit overwhelmed with all the, like, every single weekend has been jam-packed with just more house stuff, like dealing with the house, dealing with the house. And like my art studio was kind of unusable for a while. I did a video or recorded a video recently. I haven't edited it or put it up on my art channel yet, but I did an art video recently, and it's a crafting video, and I'm really excited to share that. But the recording of it, like, my room was it wasn't put together really. I mean, it looks fine in the video, but there's just a lot of that going on where there's things that are just becoming overwhelming. You know what I mean? And, yeah, so, and that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting on this is like there's, things are just being overwhelming, I'm being overwhelmed by all of this house stuff. And I know I'm kind of taking that Tower literally here because it's a structure that's crumbled or something like that. And I don't think it's predicting. I think it's just talking about the state of my house right now. And, you know, because we can look at the Tower as the actual, like, meaning of the card, which is more of like upset news or something that a sudden change that kind of disrupts everything. And that's certainly how I would normally read this. But I don't know, for me, intuitively speaking, this was calling to me more talking about the state of my house right now. And I feel like it's telling me that I just need to trust the process. And I am trusting the process because I'm actually feeling a bit better about the house lately, especially this last weekend, because I was getting I was starting to get really overwhelmed by just every weekend we're doing stuff with the house. But we made some real progress this past weekend, and I am feeling better about it. Yeah, I'm still feeling a little overwhelmed, but I'm feeling better about it. So, and I think that's the message that's trying to be conveyed to me here with the Venus and Libra energy is that, you know, just trust the process here. Yeah. All right. So, the last two cards are Venus in Libra, indecision. And then finally, the current moon phase card, which is the moon in Libra, companionship. So with indecision, let's see, I'm trying to come up with a phrasing of this question, but how can I, let's see, where in my life might I need to be more decisive? Where in my life do I need to be more decisive? And I think that's a pretty good phrasing of that. So where in my life do I need to be more decisive? Let's go with this card here. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Fascinating. I'm going to move these cards up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, that's, to me, it's kind of a, like, it's kind of the family tree card. I mean, I'm a genetic genealogist as a hobby, and so I often think of the Ten of Pentacles as kind of my genealogy card or the family tree card or something like that. But it's kind of that also a sort of legacy meaning, and I think I'm reading this as a sort of I need to be more decisive about what I'm leaving behind and and this is, it feels like a bigger like all-encompassing thing, but it can be very very much in the small realm too, in the micro world instead of the macro here. And like what I need to be more decisive about, let's see, what I'm leaving behind for others, what I put out there in the world, I think is part of what I'm seeing here. Yeah, a sort of like what I'm leaving as part of me, as I walk through this world. And you know, the Pentacles is a very practical suit. It's my favorite suit of the tarot. So there is that sort of energy of what am I trying to convey here? I'm thinking of something a bit more in the business realm of things. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I do art and other things, and I kind of sometimes do a few like hobby sort of business ventures, and I am sort of picking up on that too, and being decisive on what sorts of things I want to make and sell or put out there in the world. That's kind of where my mind is going with this. And there might be a different interpretation, but for me, this is just where my mind is going during this reading. So yeah, we'll do the last card here. All right, Moon in Libra. Where can Venus show up for me in the sense of companionship? Where is Libra showing up for me in the sense of companionship? All right, let's go here. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Interesting. Huh. Queen of Swords. I'm getting more of a sense of, with the Queen of Swords, I'm getting a sense of just honesty and being open and honest, even when it's hard, even when I feel like I may hurt feelings or step on toes or something like that. Just being honest about my feelings and yeah, but not being discompassionate about it, because the Queen of Swords isn't, you know, we often sort of see the Queen of Swords as a card that's like representing like an ice queen or something, or, you know, just very cold and direct, and that's it. And that is a large element of the Queen of Swords, a very sharp tongue, just saying it how it is, and bluntness, you know, but well, bluntness, sharpness, those are kind of opposites, but you know what I mean. But when we're talking about speech, sometimes they can be, those are more similar, like synonyms, even though the actual meaning of those words are opposite. But yeah, there's a sense of that with the Queen of Swords, but it's also like, it's not avoiding compassion. There is still a sense of compassion and caring about the perceptions and feelings of those around us. And since this is a companionship card, it could be talking about my, you know, relationship with my husband, of course, or it could be just a general, like if I'm talking to friends or if I'm talking to even my children. But I feel like the companionship word here is a more peer level. So like my husband or my friends, things like that. Just coming at this in a logical way and being truthful and honest, but not completely overshadowing that compassionate side. And yeah, I think that's in general where I'm going with that. So that was my reading for Venus in Libra, and this will be the second to last video I make in this series. There's going to be one more. I'm pretty excited about that because it is the next one is the sign that my Venus is in in my chart. So it feels like a good one to end on, and it would bring me to the end of my journey of the Venus in transits, going through all of the signs in the zodiac wheel here. So I think it's a good place to end. All right, so thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.